not a lot of people get to play their entire career in one place and retire, so that's kind of a goal of mine, and hopefully it works out.
Breaking news, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack restructure their contracts to stay with the Chargers.
I introduce the next coach of the Los Angeles Chargers, Jim Harbaugh.
And officially open the vault.
Joey, you're one of the guys here who has a unique perspective on Jim Harbaugh. So I guess I want to start with what your impressions were of him before he became the coach here.
I guess my only impressions early on before I had met him was that he's my rival coach back in college, and you're kind of taught to hate everybody that comes out of that program, but everywhere he's been a winner. I went in obviously with an open mind. Obviously I don't hold on to that rivalry to this day like that. I'm an old man now. Yeah, he's first day I met him, we probably talked for 45 minutes, an hour, just chatting about life, football, and everything. And I think he's a really, unique guy. Has a lot of experience, a lot of unique perspective on things. He gets across his messages in a unique way, and does it in a fun, kind of funny Jim Harbaugh kind of way, I guess is the only way I can express it. I'm just excited. With the culture that he's building. I mean, that's a word that's kind of overused in football, but you can really feel it around here, where it's not each coach kind of teaching their own message. It's from the top down, and everybody's following his leadership and the path that he's laying forward. So I'm really excited.
One of the things that, obviously that you guys had to deal with right away was really difficult, which was your contract. How did he handle that with you? Because obviously he's known as a guy who has had really close relationships with a lot of his players, but I mean, you know as well as anybody how this is a business and how you have to look out for yourself. So was there any sort of bonding that you guys were able to do going through a difficult situation like that early on?
Really didn't talk too much during that period. It was a quick turnaround. It really was about a week of negotiation, and things happen fast, and I wanted to be here, and him coming only strengthens that feeling. It's old news. I haven't really thought about it since. I'm just here to try to have my best year yet, and prove that I'm not washed up just yet. But yeah, it was an interesting experience. But I think seeing Khalil obviously take the pay cut after the year he's had is inspiring to see the kind of man he is and the player that he is, willing to come and stay with an organization because he sees great potential here and a chance to win it all, which is what it's all about. It's what you're going to remember down the line. So I'm happy with how everything worked out. It was a fine experience. And I'm just ready to move forward.
Was he a factor in deciding to do that? And I mean, did he let you know, hey, Joey, I do want you around?
Yeah. I mean, he did reach out to me, but I mean, he was definitely a factor. I think that stability that he brings is important. Obviously, with Staley leaving last year, it was we were all waiting to see what was going to happen, and it was definitely a positive that he was picked for the job. But yeah, it was a lot of pieces. Just the new facility, being here my whole career, it's been something that I've wanted to do. Not a lot of people get to play their entire career in one place and retire with the team that drafted them and gave them that opportunity. So that's kind of a goal of mine, and hopefully it works out.
You haven't hit anybody yet, right? Nobody, because you guys can't until next week. But Jim's program has always been, and I think one of the things that's really cool about it is it sort of looks the same everywhere he's been, whether it's Stanford, San Francisco, Michigan. Can you already see signs of what you're going to be, maybe in the way you guys are working out or what you're watching in the film room? Are there already a lot of signs of what Jim wants to build here?
Yeah, I mean, we had a great start with the off-season during OTAs, laid the groundwork for a great camp. Every year it's the same questions about this is the year, this and that, and every year I feel very confident about it. Our goal right now is not to worry about a week from now, a month from now, but come out every day, grind with each other, push each other, compete, and it'll take care of itself. But the short answer is yes. I do feel like things are definitely heading in the right direction. He has a great plan that he's executed multiple times before, so it's not like he's just winging it out here. So I feel really confident about that. And but like I said, I think not worrying about our potential, this, that, whatever, just coming out here and grinding every day, like I said.
How's this place made a difference?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, this is my second day in this place, so still getting lost.
Yeah.
But it's unbelievable. I was just looking at it during practice, like, damn, this is pretty serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a blessing to be able to make it from San Diego to Hogue to now this beautiful new facility it's great.
Have you, like, I know you don't want to look too far ahead, but I would assume at some point this offseason you looked in the guys in San Francisco, what he did for Patrick Lewis, what he did for Navarro Bowman, what he did for Justin Smith, what he did for all these veterans, Frank Gore, who were really good players before he got them, but kind of was able to create an identity and bring something together. Have you, like, allowed yourself to think about, like, what that could mean for you, for Khalil, for Derwin, for Rashawn, for guys who are already really good NFL players, like what Jim might be able to give you guys?
Yeah, I guess I haven't really thought about it the way you just said it, but yeah, it's important. You can't do it on your own, no matter how talented you are. You need that leadership. I think Dylan, our position coach, has been doing a great job. But yeah, I think I compare him to who I had in college, Urban Meyer, and it just felt like he knew something that we didn't, and he was able to bring us all together and bring the best out of everybody. So yeah, I'm very confident about that. I think my best years are ahead of me, and I think we have an unbelievable group. I'm excited. I just don't want to get ahead of myself.
Yeah. Everybody has the stories about climbing trees and sleepovers and all, like, and I know people around him don't like the word quirky, but like that's sort of been his reputation forever.
Yeah.
Do you have any good stories so far of anything that Jim did or said in a meeting on the practice field, whatever, that was kind of like, all right, like that's the guy, I've been watching from kind of afar for all these years?
Nothing crazy, but just like you said in his meetings, nothing specific, but kind of the way he speaks about things, his little phrases and his funny little jokes. Sometimes I don't think he's even trying to be funny, but he's a genuinely funny guy. But I think people really pay attention in his meetings because he's interesting, and you're always looking forward to hear what he wants to say.
I think one thing that kind of you can tell about him is how much he loves his job, right?
Yeah.
Like he genuinely, I don't know, it feels like you watch him out here, there's nowhere you'd rather be.
Exactly.
How do you think that rubs off on a team when a coach is that way?
Yeah, I mean, he says it every day that there's no place he'd rather be. All my coaches have been really positive, have had a good attitude, but it's really genuine feeling from him. And like you said, it does rub off. It's contagious to have that love for the game and love for each other and your teammate, and putting somebody else ahead of yourself. But I think as we continue to grow closer, the culture's gonna grow stronger and stronger, and hopefully everybody's feeling like Jim by the end of the year.
Yeah. I saw him pull all you guys up at the end of practice.
We we do the after practice finishers, and we carry a big medicine ball, and he's always there with us doing it. And I don't. Some guys it can seem like he's kind of doing it for show, but I think he's really genuine about it, and he just, that's his favorite part of it, is being with the players, being part, not one of the guys, but being with the guys. He just loves what he does, and hopefully it does rub off. I think it is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Hey,
Thank
always
you.
good to see you.
Yeah.